again, this housing policy of the Labor Party, right? None of us have a problem with attempts from governments to try to get people into their first home. But because, of course, everything the current government does is terrible, so let's invent a brand new scheme that helps fewer people, costs $7 billion more, and results in them owning 40% of your house. Could we find the Richard Marles thing that I wanted to play at the start of the show? Because fair dinkum, remember, this bloke wants to be the Deputy Prime Minister. But again, apparently, the bloke who would be in charge, he's got no responsibility of what all of this is. Nothing to see here whatsoever. Have we got him yet? All right, I'll find it for you in a couple of seconds' time. But seriously, Erin, this thing's falling apart very hard.
It is. I think when leading economists don't understand how this could actually work, the rest of us have absolutely no hope at all. It disincentivises people to try and improve their lot in life, to try and improve their income. You then get slugged if you go over that 120. Look, I think it's a noble aspiration. We all want people to be able to buy their own homes, but I just don't think it's feasible. It's logical.
Okay, roll the tape. I finally got it for you.
If during the course of their life they acquire wealth, which means they themselves no longer qualify for the scheme, well, then in that circumstance, they would need to be buying out the government, and that's fair. So it puts them on the same footing as anyone else who has means. And that's the way it would apply in relation to their children. So if children who have means, want to keep the house in the family, that can be done.
What if they can't afford it, though?
Well, the point of this scheme is to provide an option for people who face a lifetime of rental. This actually gives people an option. If the home if the child qualifies, the home gets passed on. That's simple.
Yeah, that's fine.
If the child doesn't qualify,
but yeah, this is the crux here.
If the child doesn't qualify, well, then those kids would have, those kids would have an option of buying the government out.
So, Joe, let me turn this into a yes/no question. Do you know the Labor Party policy more than the ministers who look forward to putting it in place? Because the answer is yes, freaking yes.
Look, I'll have to admit that was a little bit difficult to watch, but the policy is a good one. It is designed, and again, you can accuse it of Me Tooism because this is something that, again,
the government doesn't own 40% of your house.
Scott Morrison has previously said it's a good idea.
2008.
And yes, and state governments have already implemented similar schemes, and the sky doesn't seem to have fallen in, as far as I'm aware.
Hang on, Joe.
It is targeted to fewer people.
I've got something here for you. I've got something here for you.
It is targeted to fewer people because it's targeted to people on lower income, so people under $90,000 a year who would never be able to get into the housing market without this.
So we agree that what you said in the past matters or doesn't?
You're setting me up.
No, I'm just saying, because if Scott Morrison, what he said years ago matters, what about what Albo said about the boats?
Yeah, okay. Well, he's admitted he changed his mind.
Oh, he's allowed to change his mind.
No, but he said
government can't change their mind.
Go back 2 weeks on Albo on boats, and
but he said yes, I did say that, and now we've seen that it didn't work.